Right, we've reached the Q&A video. So anyway, I thought I'd do this. I'm not sure whether this might just run into the One It Wednesday video, but basically we're gonna go make a start on this. I've done my own work. I've got my official HS Agricultural notebook, not available in shops yet. And I went through last night, and that's all we're in one for stuff. Yeah, there you are. International. In fact, both them pages are in international. So yeah, I've done my own work and written everything out, and yeah, we're going to go through this. So I suppose there's nothing left to do but to do it. So, start at the beginning. So I think I'll do this page just before we sort her out and get her hooked to that. So, off we go. First question, KV6080. I actually, this lad, met up with him at Midland Machinery Show. A hell of a nice fella. Does have a channel if you want to go search for him. Out of all the tractors I drive, Vulture, Massey's, John Deere's, which would be my first choice? Without a shadow of a doubt, the Massey. Yes, them Vultures, them N-Series Vultures, they're very high spec, very nice tractors. But I just love her. It's like putting on a comfy pair of boots. She's just, I love her. Leon Richards. Which tractor do I like driving when working for contractors? Again, got to be the Massey. Renault 640 Life. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think you may originally have been Tractor POV, who was actually my first subscriber all them years ago. Have I any advice to help build his business and get his name out? I know it was a bit longer with, what you're running and all that. But it's a difficult one to answer that. But hey, I'm liking these difficult sort of questions. Basically, a lot of it stems down to being professional, being courteous to your customers, working to the best of your ability. Not necessarily, but you've got to take the rough with the smooth. You can't just do, all I want to do is mow. You've got to go, yeah, I'll come and dig out that midden for you. Yeah, if you're now and doing TB testing. You've got to do the work you don't like to do the work you do like. Be available. I mean, you can't be everywhere all at the same time. But I have reached a point with my customers that if they ring up any chance and I say, I can't do it, they know it's because I can't do it. I'm flat out, I'm busy. If I can fit somebody in, or, usually a question, is there any chance, usually ends up with, give us 5 minutes, let me have a sort, see if I can move things around. So, yeah, that's it. Try, basically work your arse off, try your best not to turn work down, and be prepared to do the jobs you don't like, to be able to get the jobs you do like. I mean, prime example, the one customer I work for, they're quite big slurry pumping contractors. I'm really not a fan of slurry pumping. But I'll run a second chopper for them if they get the 2 choppers out, which I love. I go out with the Fusion, which I love. So yeah, I hope that answers that one. It's a bit of a difficult one to answer, that one. Mike Savage. If I was given 200 grand to spend on my business, what would I buy? New, used, makes, models, reasons, and the main machine I'd like to own. First thing I'd buy, a yard. Give myself my own base, my own shed, my own bit of yard, my own place to run out of. So that's a good half of it gone. Second one, something like a 7616, 7618. I'd go front linkage and front PTO. There's another 45 grand of it gone. So we're down, well, say we've got 50 grand left. I'd get rid of my Twyman's 9-foot topper, swap that for a 9-foot front mounted, front rear mounted muting topper, and a fully offset, probably 8-foot muting topper. So there's going to be about another 15-20 grand and gone. So we've got about 30 grand left to spend. Silage trailer. Probably if you're going for it, say go for an NC push trailer. Not an NC push trailer. K2 push trailer. Push compactor trailer. That's probably another 25 grand gone. We'd probably get a buck rake. Tractor would obviously be second hand. Flail topper obviously would be a brand new one. Silage trailer, buck rake could probably be a good second hand, maybe a brand new one. And trailer, again, good second hand or a brand new. Right, last one for on this bit. Liam Smith. Hey Liam. Would I go for a new Vulture or an old Vulture Velvet or a New Holland or a Ford? That's a fun one to answer. If I went with my head, it would be a brand new, probably N174 Vulture CVT gearbox, Smart Touch armrest. If I went with my heart, it'd be a 70 series Ford. Right, we'll pick this up again back when we're in the field. Right, so we're at it. We're actually playing at the grass. This will actually be my first agricultural grass for this year. Got me massey, got me bike on rake. I tell you what, it doesn't half do a lovely job. And it's lovely and quiet. We're running it nice and steady, and it's doing a beautiful job. So anyway, we'll shove you now over here. So you sit. Let's see, where do we get to? Oh, that works quite well. Edward Oakle, he's actually a local. I've actually known him. I've actually done a bit of work on their farm. Actually, we have to gating off one of their sheds and have to go back and weld it back on, but that's another story. When do I start grass? Today. The day before you're going to see this. And how much do I do in a season? I mean, that's quite a bit of a fluid question, really. Raking probably 1,500, 2,000 acres maybe. Well, for here, probably a couple hundred acres of mowing. If I do the baling with the other guys, will probably be about 400 acres of square baling. Plus the straw, yeah, could be 600-700 acres of square baling, and maybe a couple hundred acres of round baling, either with your mate's rig here or with a fusion for another customer. I mean, my years are very fluid. It is just sort of whatever I get is what I do. But as a ballpark, I probably think that's probably about a safe answer. Track to track. Now this was an interesting one. What sort of turnover per year does a small sort of one tractor contractor need to make a living? Well, that is a difficult one. It depends really on what you're looking to do and what you're running. You know, if you go buy sort of a 25 grand tractor and a silage trailer and they're yours when you're on when they arrive on your yard, yeah, you know, 40-50 grand maybe. If you go shell out and get yourself a brand new 300 horsepower tractor and set of triples and a couple of bits like that, well, you're going to need 150, maybe £200,000 turnover. It's very difficult to give a direct answer on that because it depends on what you were trying to do and what level of investment you were looking at. So next one, Andrew Wilkinson. Hi Andy. He's been following me for a bit and yeah, he's become a bit of a mate. I know I did answer this, but you know, it was a question, so I'm going to answer it here as well. Why was the Cedar left in the field and where was the Massey? That was on the back of one of the videos. The Cedar was left in the field because the Cedar was the guy's own machine and the Cambridge rolls that he had were borrowed off a friend. If he's going to leave a piece of machinery in the field, he was going to leave his own piece, not somebody else's. And the Massey was out fertilised already. Actually, that's what it does around springtime. That's when we make gets its track back for a little bit. City01, I say another good lad, another lad that's been watching me for a while and he's become a bit of a mate. He's not too far away. Actually, mate, I ate all the Jaffa cakes yesterday, so there's none on this video, I'm afraid. Sorry. Oh yeah, what not modern machine would you like to go behind the Smurf if money was no object? That's a difficult one. Depends on what you're classing as modern. I think she'd be quite sweet on a big square baler, something like D1010 or maybe even a 1210 or maybe like Massey 185. Well, the other idea I had was possibly a Kuhn Alterna mower. That's a 5 metre trailed mowing conditioner. So yeah, that answers the question. You have to bear with me, I'm just going around the tree here. Right, we're off again. Let's see what the next one is. Anthony Farming, the Cornish legend himself. Don't forget to go have a look at his channel. I say I'm not putting links in for this one. Go search Anthony Farming, Cornish legend he is. If I wasn't farming, what would I be doing? I'd be doing what I did when I had a break from farming. I'd go play with some diggers. Be quite enjoy like diggering. Next one for this little segment. Timothy Graham. What workwear and work boots do I wear? Well, I like a nice comfy set of stilettos, a pair of budgie smugglers, and maybe a nice boot tube. I am of course joking. Boot wise, I have a bit of a selection. I've got a decent set of rigger boots that I bought out of one of the local big stores. I don't wear them that much. They're there as a necessity because I hate wellies. I've got a very comfortable pair of Ambler boots that I've had for about 3 or 4 years now. They're getting tired, but they've been a brilliant pair of boots and I love them. They are beautifully comfy. They come sort of half work my ankle, give me great support. They're great for me sort of knocking around boots. Wore them a lot when I was gritting because of in and out of the trucks and jumping and wandering around sites. You know, they're just a good comfy walking supporting boot. This time of year, general work, I've got a pair of half decent, cheapish Dunlop boots. They're light, they're comfy. And then the other ones that I usually wear in here is a pair of, what are they? Buckler dealer boots. I wear the dealer boots usually when I'm in the Massey or in my Ford because they're easy to get on and off. Workwear wise, it's usually either Dunlop or workwear work trousers. That's because we've got the pockets in the knees, put knee pads in so my knees don't hurt when I'm grovelling to try and get to play with something or have a new tool or toy to play with. We'll just get around this corner. Try not to end up in the edge. Rough. I might as well take you off for this. Oh no, we'll do this. Start with the outer and work in. Usually I have a nice zip front fleece with my logo on. Next layer down will probably be one of my nice blue hoodies, again with the logo on. They're not available to buy if you want the merchandise, but if you show enough interest in them and that, we may consider putting them on the shop. Next layer down, the good old HS Agricultural t-shirt with the logo on. I don't know if I've got a good shot of that or not. That, of course, if you do want one, they are available on the shop, and yeah, they're great. Apart from everything, they are great work t-shirts. And then, if you saw in the mess up I made of the midweek video, that's my good old faithful favourite hat. I also wear baseball caps and in the winter woolly hats. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's how I sort of go to work, I suppose. So we'll crack on and get a bit more done, and we'll pick this up a bit later on to answer the last few questions. Right, so I'm all raked up. Mate's just finishing the baling off, so we'll do the last few. Darren Savage asks how old I am. I am 36. I share the same birthday of OLF, if that's any help. Sheer, put simply, could I go back to my parents' farm to do a tour? No. it's somebody's home. I don't really want to go knocking on the door asking, "Can you still live here? Can I go have a look round?" I hope I get this right. Ian O'Mahony asks, "Do I enjoy driving the new tractors or the old tractors more?" I couldn't split it. I mean, I enjoy driving my 8830, which was considered a classic, as much as I enjoy driving the Deutz over there, which is an 04 sort of getting on a bit, I suppose, to driving the Massey, which you'd class as a current new tractor. So yeah, just as long as it's a tractor, and ideally 6 cylinders. And the last but not least, start how we finish with KV6080. Has my mate considered a baler wrapper combination? Well, to be fair, this job is a perfect reason why we don't. Because a gate was locked, where we usually swing round, it was tight getting in. If we'd had a baler wrapper combination, we wouldn't have got in. And we do a lot of jobs like that. We are quite good at doing the little jobs that the big contractors with the big machine physically can't get into. So yeah, I hope that answers that question. There he is, disappearing into the distance. So that's it. That is our Q&A session. And I tell you what, I've actually really enjoyed doing it. The questions that you guys have sent were just brilliant. I was expecting quite simple questions. There's some questions there that took a lot of thinking about, and I've really enjoyed it. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to give it a grubby thumbs up. Yeah, it's still looking quite, that nail's going to come off soon and be quite sore. So yeah, don't forget to give it a grubby thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to go down there and hit that subscribe button if you enjoy the channel. Videos are every Sunday, which is one I try and put quite a bit of effort into, and midweek one, which is a one hit job. Yeah, I suppose that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the lovely questions, and we'll see you at the weekend. Oh, don't forget about the merchandise. Shop will be down there as well.